Look at all them birds up there. Welcome back, Pokemon Trainers. Professor Chaz here. The lab coat's on back order, and it's time for some more Pokemon GO action here on the channel. It is currently Sunday, the 15th of September, otherwise known as Pokemon GO Community Day for Turtwig in Pokemon GO. So, it kicks off actually at 11 o'clock. They've changed the time to be 11 o'clock to 2 o'clock in your local area, so that actually works out so well for me. Sundays, as I've said before, are usually kind of hard for me to get around transportation-wise because I travel by public transit. It stops around 6. The last couple community days, I think, have led past 6 o'clock, so I've had to miss a little bit of it. But this time, Pokemon GO and Niantic are looking out for me and my videos. So I can get that stuff all done. I can go for the whole 3 hours, catch, I'm going to say 8 shiny Turtwig. We'll see. But whatever we get. If we get 3, I'm happy with 3. If I get more, all the more better, so I can trade with some lucky friends, give them a nice lucky shiny. But for my own purposes, I like hoping to get 3. Now, if you can tell from the sky, we ain't gonna have any slight chance of weather boosted Turtwig today. It is not gonna clear up anytime soon, very overcast. So I can't really hope for better luck for shinies. We're gonna have the random standard assortment of IVs being generated because it is cloudy. But we'll still see what we can do and get some nice shiny Turtwig and some Turtwig with the exclusive move of Frenzy Plant. But let's go right into the news and explain exactly what we're looking forward to. So starting in September, yada yada yada. So going to be 11 o'clock to 2 o'clock. Turtwig appear more frequently. Spin Pokestops during Community Day hours. You may receive 2K eggs that will hatch into Turtwig. That's an interesting thing. I'm going to mention something about eggs in a moment, but I didn't even really realize this. Lure modules will last 3 hours, of course. If your efforts bear fruit, you may encounter a shiny Turtwig, as we're all well aware, and evolve Grottle during the event into a Torterra that knows Frenzy Plant. That's very cool. Another very cool thing here, bonuses 3 times the Catch Stardust. And I'm looking forward to burning through some of my star pieces, which I've collected along the way. I've got 15. I'm also going to probably use an incense. I never really use incense when I'm doing these events because I find lure and incense spawned Pokemon a lot more, what would you call it, aggressive, a lot harder to catch. I tend to waste more items than it's kind of worth because if they generated decent stat Pokemon, that would be fine, but they generate Pokemon of any random assortment of IVs. But anyway, since my item bag is actually over full right now and I need to burn through some items, I'm probably going to use some incense during the day, but definitely don't let me forget. Throw me some comments to remind me, because that's how the comments work. They travel through time. Remind me to use my star pieces during the entire 3 hours to get as much Stardust as possible. Now, we're going to talk about eggs, were we not? We're currently smack dab in the middle of the, what is it? It's not the Johto journey. It's week 2 of the Ultra Bonus unlock for our Pokemon GO Global Challenge, in which you can hatch regional Pokemon from Gen 1 in your 7K eggs. You can also hatch shiny regionals if you are lucky. Me, not so much. I'll show you what I have hatched recently, though. If you follow me on Instagram or Twitter, or both, you're probably already aware of this, but I have hatched my first Kangaskhan of the event. Very cool, and I think that's only the 3rd total I've ever hatched, because we did have, was it last year I think, we had the regionals hatching as well. So that's my first one this year. I've also hatched my first Mr. Mime of 2019. Look at this guy. Actually, look at this girl. It's Mrs. Mime. And I've hatched, I think that's my 5th Farfetch'd thus far, which is neat. I kind of want to get more Mystery, or not Mystery, I'm looking at Mystery on the screen. More Mr. Mime and Kangaskhan though. Because I know a lot of people looking for those species, and I want to have bonuses to trade. But as we burn through this batch of 7K eggs, I might try to see if I can pick up some 2Ks during this event. Also, I'm going to mention my research tasks right here. So I have one ready to claim. We're not going to do it yet. I want to wait till during the event, because if I claim it now, pick up another, spin another Pokestop, pick up another research along the way, it's not going to be a Turtwig research event or research task unless it's during the 3-hour window of Community Day. So I'm going to keep this unclaimed for now. I'm going to see if I can find another fairy-type Pokemon to finish that last task. And if we see any Turtwig in raids, I'll probably go for them. I don't know if we will or not. I know sometimes they give us the Community Day Pokemon in the raid battles, but I don't know, we'll have to see. But I might just try to clear that out, get as many Turtwig tasks as possible. I mean, even if I only get 2 open spots, that's probably plenty, because a lot of the times you get Turtwig research where you get Ultra Balls and Great Balls. I don't use those things, so I don't need those research tasks. Anyway, was there anything else to mention right now? There probably was. Let's see if I can jog my memory a little bit. Hello, Gengar. Nothing coming to mind at the moment. One quick little look-see. Nah, I've lost it. If there was a train of thought, it's been derailed at the station. So, I'm gonna go prepare, get things charged up again, and grab myself something to eat for breakfast. Oh, what I was gonna mention is I'm not gonna be able to get to the big area uptown until about 10 minutes before the event starts. That is how the bus transit works here on Sundays, but I'm gonna be able to get up there. Might have time to do a raid or two before Turtwig Day kicks off, but if not, again, we'll wait and see if any Turtwig hatch out of some raids. But for the time being, I'm going to charge up, going to grab something to munch, and I'll meet back with you as soon as Turtwig Day kicks off in just a moment. As it turns out, apparently I am no meteorometrist here, because look at the weather. It's actually cleared up considerably. Still not quite clear just yet for the grass type boost in the game. Currently reading as partly cloudy, and I don't think in the next 7 minutes it's going to clear up enough to give us the nice sunny weather for grass types being boosted. But in the meantime, there's at least one more thing I do want to mention here. If we venture to the news section, something about shadow Pokemon is kind of interesting today. Now, as we know, as it says here, Turtwig have been added to Team Go Rocket's roster of shadow Pokemon, but at the very bottom paragraph, after more research, Willow has discovered shadow Pokemon cannot learn the exclusive Community Day moves. So if we do want to get a Torterra with the Frenzy Plant, we'll have to purify it. How's it going? One of my buddies walking by there. We'll have to purify it first in order to get the Frenzy Plant attack on that Pokemon. Which would be kind of interesting as a little collection piece. Purified Pokemon with an exclusive move for Community Day. So we'll see how things play out. I don't know how many Team Go Rockets I'm going to battle, because I want to try to, prioritize catching these new Pokemon and possible shinies. The more battling I do, the less chance of catching shinies there is. And one last thing to do, which does just come to mind, which I always forget to do, let's check our current totals. We've seen 100 Turtwig, we've caught 90. Make note of that. We're going to see how much we end off with by the end of the Community Day event. So with about 6 minutes to go, I believe I saw a fairy type up this way. I'm going to see if I can grab that. There it is, a little Ralts. Try to clear up another one of our research tasks. And we'll see if there's any Turtwig raids happening as the event begins in just a few moments. 11 o'clock has just hit, so the event will now begin. Let's get things started off on the right foot. There's a Turtwig. We're going to go get that in just a moment here, but I want to clear these tasks out. I forget what this one was. What was it? Doesn't really matter. We just want to get this out of the way so we can start grabbing some Turtwig-centric field research. You are a Natu. Okay, let's get you caught quick, hopefully, if we're going to throw the ball right. You're cutting into our Turtwig catching time, Natu. I got to use a star piece, too. Hang on. Wait. Okay, well, catch. Thank you. Now, use a star piece before claiming that next research task. Let's see what you are stat-wise anyway. You are a research task reward. Not bad, the lowest defense you can get, but everything else maxed out. Very cool. We're just going to send you away, though, because we want to keep space freed up for Turtwig. Let's go with Star Piece. I'm going to kind of pace out the incense that I use here. I know at one point I am going to want to stop and sit down and charge for a half hour, so I'll probably use an incense there for sure. Alright, let's clear this one out. This one was for the Catch 5 Fairy types. What do we get for that? I'm assuming it's going to be a Fairy type. Wait for the grass to lock into place. And locked. Can they be shiny? I know shiny Azuril's in the game, but I don't know if shiny Meryl can appear in, well, I guess this isn't the wild exactly, but otherwise, other than having to evolve an Azuril up. There we go. Alright, so that task is cleared up. Let us now begin the hunt for Turtwig and look for some nice shinies. And I'll take a quick look while we're here and see, do we see any raids happening just yet? Nope, no new raids for Turtwig. Alright, so we'll see what happens as time goes on. We're here upon our first wild Turtwig of the event. Let's get that grass to show up for us. Come on. Lock into place. There we go. That's a regular to start off with. So if it's a regular, I didn't move. I didn't take a step, game. Why did the Turtwig suddenly panic? If they could fix the AR Plus mode, that would be nice. It would be appreciated. But I'm going to try to pin that berry, all the standard ones, and of course, golden raz for any of the shinies we might happen to come across. What else was I going to say? How do I keep losing track of what I'm trying to say? Alright, you know what? No, we're going to throw the pinap berry. I was going to go for the raspberry for an easier catch, but we want the candy. You know, if we're going to evolve a bunch of Frenzy Plant Torterra, we need the candy to do it. There we go. So, and again, the Pokeball just apparently disappeared into the background there, and it ran away in the ball. You see that? Boy, this game is glitchy. So, stat-wise, you are transferable. I'm only going to hang on to them if they are at least a 3-star, and potentially if they have a max stat. So we'll see how things play out. But if I get, like, you know, max defense, but everything else is 0 or something, that's really not worth keeping either. So I got to keep space freed up for the good, or the best of the best, the good ones. All right, let's keep on hunting for a shiny. I'm kind of wondering if people forgot that the event was going to be from 11 o'clock to 2 today, because normally this whole city is lured up like crazy. I only see a few lures right now, so people might unfortunately be missing the event. Hard to say, but let's see if we get a shiny Turtwig here. This is our 3rd one that we're checking thus far. Lock that grass in. Come on, grass, where are you? Tell you what, lock in on this. There we go. That's a regular. Moving on. It's about time to fire up an incense, so let's get that taken care of right now as we continue finding some more standard Turtwig in the wild, like this one right here. Can we find a shiny off of this one? I think I'm at about at least 10 searching. And we're going to keep on searching to find our first shiny of the event. Come on. We've got us a Team Go Rocket Grunt here. Let's see if he's holding on to a Turtwig for us. Your intro, this is as far as you'll go. Feeling lucky, punk? Go ahead, take another step. You, I don't know, winning is for winners. That could be anything. Let's go to a decent team, if it'll let me choose. There we go. So we'll start Mewtwo, Tyrannus, and Groudon. When we don't know what type they're going to use, I tend to go for my biggest, highest CP Pokemon without doubling up on the species. So we see Bulbasaur. We might see a Turtwig at some point. You got the Vine Whip. We could... Wait, I brought 2 Pokemon weak to grass. Oh no. So this might not be the best go here. But what I'm going to do, based on how the HP is looking, Mewtwo's Psycho Cut should easily take down this Bulbasaur. And we'll keep that Focus Blast charged up for the next one in. I don't know if it'll be good against them, but we'll find out. As Bulbasaur does fall, unless you're ready to Focus Blast away against Charmeleon. At least it's neutral. Alright, so with the fighting, I basically just kind of run my thumb like crazy all over, but I kind of noticed that I should aim for where I see the fists to get as much damage out as possible. There we go, that wasn't so bad. The last one in is... We're walking away from this simply because I know my 2 other Pokemon weak to grass are not going to be able to handle that Venusaur. I'd rather not take damage for a, what were they even? Bulbasaur or Charmeleon. I've got those already. Alright, let's discuss Incense spawned Pokemon for a moment. See, the problem with AR Plus mode is, I don't know what it is, if it's like the GPS that messes up or something, but on occasion, the game decides that you have moved. So I'm going to slowly creep up on this. I locked in the grass. That's why I'm always saying lock the grass in, because it's supposed to prevent any sudden jumps in GPS or whatever the problem is. The thing is, a lure spawned Pokemon or an incense spawned Pokemon, if the game glitches and moves you, and suddenly their anticipation or whatever that exclamation point maxes out, if it don't go back down in time, the Pokemon simply flees. Normally, they're supposed to go back into the grass, you can tap the grass again. But with the lure spawn and incense spawn Pokemon, they simply run away immediately. That's kind of a broken problem with the game, which I hope they fix someday. I don't think they're going to, but anyways, one of the fun things to deal with in Pokemon Go. Alright, so we're going to transfer that one and keep on hunting for a shiny. I see we got a couple of Team Go Rocket Grunts down this way. Wonder if either of them will have a Shadow Turtwig that we can rescue, purify, and get that exclusive move for. Let's go see. We've got potential here. This Team Go Rocket Grunt says don't tangle with us, which is the telltale sign that they're going to use grass types. Alright, so we want grass resistances. Let's see, we're going to go favorite, of course. No recent, guys. Let's go with Ho-Oh, Melmetal, and Gleason Resist as well. So let's try these three versus potential Shadow Turtwig. It was kind of funny. One time I fought a Team Go Rocket Grunt that led off with, well, there's Turtwig. Led off with, he said, Boat Tangle. There was a couple Bulbasaur, and I was like, okay, that's cool. And then his last one was a Shadow Torterra, which was terrifying. I wasn't expecting that. This thing's got good defense. We're going to go for the Brave Bird right now. And a little buddy just came by. I don't know if you can see over here. Hey, kitty. I think his name is Jerry. He's known as Uptown Jerry. Little kitty cat hanging out here. And away he goes. Alright, so we got Bulbasaur in here. Tackle's going to hurt a little bit because we do not resist that. But Brave Bird's going to hurt a little bit more because not only does it not resist, Bulbasaur is weak to it. Gotta love that type advantage. Alright, last Pokemon in is going to be Vileplume. I did fight a Go Rocket Grunt that had one of those the other day, too. Okay, so it looks like it was using Acid, so Melmetal should handle that. Oh, Gleason's not going to be so good. Acid, super effective. But I find Melmetal is pretty decent as far as anything he takes on just about. I suppose except, you know, Fire type, Ground type, that would be a bit of a problem. But his Rock Slide charges really quick with the fast move of Thunder Shock. Might not be super effective, but it is super painful at least. Now, I'm hoping that this Shadow Turtwig is actually really good. Now, assuming we get it, we might actually get the Bulbasaur. Yeah, watch that happen. We're going to get the second one instead of the first one. Generally, you're going to get just their first Pokemon to appear for the rescue. You do occasionally get the second. I've never seen the third. That's why I walked away from that Venusaur fight. I wasn't going to get the Venusaur. So I'd rather not take extra damage trying and just getting that Bulbasaur or Charmeleon. Alright, what do you say, Go Rocket Grunt? I am good, thank you. I will take your compliment with a grain of salt, because sometimes good is equivalent to luck. Alright, anyway, we're at 241. I'm almost a quarter of the way to that gold medal for Hero. So we got 8 Premier Balls to catch what I hope is a Shadow Turtwig. Let's get this grass to lock in. I find these are not as bad as far as locking the grass in and like auto fleeing. It is Turtwig, okay. So we do want the extra candy. We're going to go for the Pinap. I'm going to creep up on it. Look how evil it looks. No, Turtwig, be happy. Don't worry, I will save you. Alright. That wasn't even a nice throw. These are not really hard to catch, I find. They're going to break out now that I've said that. But, oh, there we go. Alright, now let's check the stats. Again, we don't get the weather boost yet, which is unfortunate, but it might still be good otherwise. Not terrible, so we'll keep it for the time being at least. And now, continuing onward, looking for more, wait, more Pokeballs. Alright, continuing on for more Turtwig hunting action. Alright, the eggs are hatching, so we have 9 of our 7K eggs. We're looking for some shiny regionals, with any luck. We got a Tauros. Hey, we hatched a regional. Hey, that's my region. So, okay, whatever. Now, hurry up, burn through all these eggs. We got these Turtwig to hunt down. Still haven't found a shiny yet. I've seen so many Mantike from these gift eggs. I'm telling you, I'm kind of tired of seeing them. I'll check their stats afterwards, though. Alright. I know it's not their fault they were born a Mantike. I can't be really all upset with them. I've also seen a lot of Happiny. Okay, there's another one. So we got 6 more eggs to burn through. Come on, give me one shiny regional. It's on video. Just give me one shiny of anything. That could have been shiny. It was not. Okay, egg number 5. How is your luck with these shiny regionals, by the way? Have you hatched any from your eggs? Have you found any in the wild? Hey, another Mr. Mime. That's cool. I've been kind of lacking on getting them, so that's kind of nice. I know some people here might need some Mr. Mime in my local area. This is egg 6, I think. So once these eggs do hatch, I'm going to wait and see if I can pick up some, hey, Mantike. See if I can pick up some 2K eggs as I wander around getting some more research tasks and whatnot. Because as they say, you could hatch Turtwig, and I'd look forward to hatching a shiny Turtwig. That would be kind of cool. Another Kangaskhan. Excellent. I was looking for at least one more. I think just one more of them. I want to check your stats right now. That's a decent one. I like it. Alright, 2 eggs remaining, I believe. What do you think? Shiny Tauros? Nope. I mean, of course it's a why not, because why not, right? Okay, last egg. Boom, here we go. So once I do pick up some 2Ks, I'm not going to waste any of my disposable incubators on them. I'd rather keep the disposables for our potential shiny regional Pokemon. Alright, anyways, let's check these 3 real quick since we're here. There's a 4th one over the way. You know what? I'm going to do it this way. We're just going to check fast. I'm going to catch them off screen so I can grab the candy that comes with them. But if we see a shiny, I want to show you right away. That is not. Is this one shiny? It is not. Oh boy, my luck is amazing. I'm checking you anyway. Wow. Anyways, let's go catch these things and keep on hunting. Well, we've got about 40 minutes left of the event, and frankly, I'm kind of ready just to call it a day. My luck is complete trash for this current community today. I haven't seen a single shiny just yet. There's a few over here. We'll check them, but honestly, I really don't have high hopes. But the rest of the event remains to be seen. I still have 40% battery life. I did stop and charge for a little bit. So, yeah, let's see if we get a shiny before the end of the event. Alright, we found one. We gotta catch it. This is actually, one sec. I want to take it outside so we can walk in the grass without the chance of it running away, because for some reason, this game really doesn't like the floor in there. It'll basically make the Pokemon jump around, unspawn, despawn, whatever you want to call it. So this should be a better chance to get it. I don't feel happy because we only got about a little over a half hour to find 2 more. And if I don't find all 3, I don't know if I want to keep this one. I want to have one of each form. And I don't know, with all this time I put in, I feel like I should have them by now. I feel like I should have them by the end of the event. Let's not think too negative just yet. Let's wait. There is still 30-some minutes to go. Could potentially find what we're looking for. This, it's okay stat-wise. Alright, there is one. Let's see if we can find some more somewhere. Alright, with 25 minutes left of the event, we get our second one. I'm not getting excited yet. I'm still kind of irked at how long this has taken. But let's at least grab our second. Creep up on it carefully. I don't think the weather has changed either. You know, these are not weather boosted. It's too bad. It'd be kind of cool, after all the hardships, to get some nice weather boosted shinies at the end as a bit of consolation, I suppose. Alright, so you snag that one. Let's check the stats on you. It's our second. You, that's pretty decent, I will say. That's not bad at all. Alright, 2 down. Do we find a third one to keep this adventure rolling? Well, Pokemon GO Community Day for September featuring Turtwig has come to a close. Sorry for the sort of short notice cutoff there, but it turns out my little face cam thing did run out of space at one point, and I just basically, we were near the end of the day anyway, so I just went about doing some more stuff. So I did take some time to do some evolutions. As you can see, we do got ourselves a couple of Torterra with the Frenzy Plant attack. We'll take a look at them in just a moment, but I got good news and bad news. In that sense, more like highlights and down lights, whatever. So, in the end, let's take a look at the Pokedex here, because we started with 100 seen, 90 caught. As of right now, we have seen 205, with 184 being caught, so just about, technically a little over double each of those numbers. If we take a look-see at our Pokemon collection, I got 2 shiny Turtwig. 2 shiny Turtwig for the 3-hour hunting. Now, I did have some time. I was charging up the phone, so let's say a half hour was spent sitting around, but I was catching stuff that was popping up in the area as I was charging. All of that time for 2 shiny Turtwig. And that essentially, of the 105 that we saw, that's not all that we saw for shinies. Let me tell you this. This is the real annoyance that I had to deal with, and I've had to deal with similar things in Pokemon GO in the past. Okay, so I'm going to show you some footage here. As I'm walking around, I did find a 3rd shiny Turtwig. And that was all I wanted to be content. I say happy when I say I want to get 3, I'll be happy with getting 3. I'll be content with getting 3. This one showed up in the mall where, like I said, the AR Plus mode, which is oh so well programmed, doesn't like to read the floor properly. So with me standing still, the Turtwig suddenly jumped. As I say, you have to take it out of AR Plus mode to prevent them from running, because if they do that weird AR Plus glitch jostling around, they might flee. So took it out of AR Plus mode. What you're seeing is not me pausing the video. It is actually the game locking up as I went back into AR Plus mode again. So I had to restart the game. I restarted it. The shiny Turtwig was no more. It was gone. The game literally robbed me of one of my 3 shiny Turtwig during Pokemon GO Community Day, and I am not happy about that. I am so unhappy, in fact, that I had the mindset to go ahead and transfer these shinies away. I'm not going to do that. Not because I want to keep them. I frankly don't even care. I wouldn't mind getting rid of these 2 shiny Turtwig and calling it a day. But I bumped into a friend of mine. I expressed to him how frustrated this was making me, and I told him I was going to just trash them. He said, well, trade it to me if you don't want to use them. Like, if you want to get rid of them, if you're going to trash them anyway, I'll take one. And I was like, I'm not going to spend 40,000 Stardust to transfer or trade a Pokemon when I'm already ticked off at this faulty game just because someone else can make use of it. So then I thought, you know what, okay, let's think logically here. I have gone some community days in the past not getting 3. In fact, to this day, I only have 1 shiny Dratini. So, like, wait a minute. There's a bug on my finger. Look at this. Hang on. Dude, I'm trying to record a video. What are you doing? You're not going to eat me, are you? You're probably fine. You look like a moth. You know what, though? Just be safe. Anyways, okay, so as much as looking at these 2 shiny Pokemon, these 2 shiny Turtwig, will remind me of the annoyance that this day provided to me, I'll hang on to them. The one downside, I won't get their exclusive move for my shiny Torterra, and in fact, neither of these 2 that I have right now are going to be a shiny Torterra, at least at this point. There's still a chance I'll find a 3rd shiny Turtwig in the future, because they'll be in the wild still. Could still be raids, perhaps, and I wonder if they'll ever bring shiny Pokemon to the Shadow Pokemon Team Go Rocket Battle feature. Who knows? Maybe someday. But look at this excited Turtwig. Okay, he knows what's happening. Okay, we are going to evolve one into Grothel, but let's see. We've got a 2-star and a 1-star. So we're going to go the 2-star. He's excited. He knows what's happening. As much as I hate to... Like, it's not even... Okay, I was going to say, as much as I hate to admit defeat, it's not me admitting defeat. It's me having to accept the flaws of the programming of this game, which cost me the 3rd shiny that I should have had. Anyway, I guess your colors are cool. I can't get that hyped up over it. And actually, you know, your colors are really cool. And to be honest, when I look at shiny Torterra, in fact, I think there's one in the area. Did someone? Yeah, right there. When you look at a shiny Torterra, the colors really aren't all that different anyways. Like, they're pretty similar. I guess they're different enough. But all that being said, that was my Pokemon GO Community Day featuring Turtwig. I did get, what do we got? 5 with the special exclusive move, and I did purify one of the ones that we got from the Team Go Rocket battles too. And this one was the best of the 3 that we did, or that we got. Max attack, defense is pretty good, HP could be better, but whatever. First time ever we have a purified Pokemon with the exclusive Community Day move. Alright, so I guess that's all there is really to mention at this point. I want to make sure to get everything edited, and this might be the first time I can get a same-day upload for one of our Community Day videos here on the channel, so that's kind of cool, I guess. Does that make up for the frustrations? No. But let me know in the comments below, how did you do for Pokemon GO Community Day featuring Turtwig for the month of September? I'm just going to hold the phone a little bit differently here. There we go. The hand's getting tired. I gotta get some sort of like a little tripod thing or something. Look, I'm still shaky. I'm gonna go two-handed here. Anyway, let me know in the comments below. How did things go for you? I sincerely hope you had a much better time than I did. Because, no, I'm not gonna ramble again. You know, the glitch. That was the big problem. The other thing too. They did say you might have a chance to hatch some Turtwig from 2-kilometer eggs during the event. And I'm like, oh boy, let's go get some 2K eggs. Look at what I got. Look at what they gave me. Look at this. Look at all that. Now, you see 4 of those gift eggs. You might be saying, well, Professor, if you didn't fill up your Pokemon inventory on gift eggs, you would have space for 2Ks. those gift eggs were obtained after the event was over. I was keeping space open to find 2-kilometer eggs. They kept giving me 10Ks and 5Ks. I could not, I only got one 2-kilometer egg and it gave me a Whalmer. Not even shiny, but anyway, this is your jaded Professor Chaz, ready to sign off for the day and wash my hands of this event, because it was not a good one. Follow me on Twitter or Instagram, linked in the description though, if you want to see if I happen to find a third shiny Turtwig at some point in the future. I mean, I could trade for one. I could lucky trade for one. That might actually be the best thing to do at this point. Anyway, in the meantime, if you want to follow me on other social media, as I said, links are in the description. If you want to subscribe to the channel for some more lighthearted, happy, fun time, go lucky Pokemon Go content, you know what to do. Feel free to subscribe. Feel free to issue me some condolences in the comments as well for the glitch that cost me my third shiny Turtwig. To be fair, chances are it wouldn't have been amazing stat-wise anyway. It's just the fact that I was robbed of it is the real kick in the pants. Alright, I'm going to go rest, relax, and try to unwind from the day, I guess. So for now, Professor Chaz is doing just that, signing off. Thank you folks for watching, and I will catch you next time. As long as you're not a shiny Turtwig, apparently.